YTBC. This is your boy Coach Shelton Harrison. And in this video, I'm going to take the time to deal with these major boxing publications stealing information from the YTBC. Okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a shout out to a couple of people. And these people, you're going to be like, wow, really? But the answer is yes, okay? People, you know, it's been said, and 78 Sports TV brought it to my attention. He didn't tell me directly, but he said it in a video about 18 months ago. And he said that people, they're taking your videos in the YTBC. Now, 18 months ago, I really wasn't making videos like that. Matter of fact, I dropped one every now and then, but I wasn't serious, okay? And so when I saw the video about 78, I said, well, they ain't coming to my channel because I ain't got that on my channel, so good. But then he said, and no matter how small your channel is, they're stealing your content. And then again, I said, man, can't be. Can't be. Not my channel. Not my channel. And then he went on and said, they stole content from me. They stole it verbatim. You know what? And actually, I believed every word he said, too. Because, his channel was popping back then. 18 months ago, his channel was still popping. So I figured, okay, yeah, they stealing his stuff because 78, do everything. He do interviews. And it's like the only way they got the information is through him because he was the only one that got these exclusive interviews with these fighters. And nobody else got the interviews. Not even some of your big boxing publications. They didn't get these interviews. Look, 78 calling these guys on the phone. I mean, he emailing these guys. I mean, these guys are calling him on the phone. I mean, the guy is getting interviews right from the comfort of his own damn house, okay? I believed every word he said, but I never thought that it would affect my channel. So then, I was on the comment thread of Blood Boxing's video, and I can't remember how the conversation came up between me and Thunderdome Boxing, but he said the exact same thing. He said, Coach, these guys steal our content. And I'm like, 78 Sports TV said that. And, pretty much Thunderdome said it. Now, me and John Boxing, we have our assessment of Thunderdome, okay? Me and John, we don't think he racist. I don't think he racist at all. I think he's just biased. I mean, that's my opinion of him, okay? I don't agree with a lot of the videos he make, and him and I disagree a lot. But there's always just been a mutual respect between me and Thunderdome, okay? It's been a mutual respect. I'm not going to disrespect him, okay? I don't care to. He's never done anything to have me disrespect him and vice versa, okay? But in John Boxing, he kind of said the same thing. Like, quote me if I'm right, John, but I think he said the same thing. We just think he biased. But, the message that he said, it made sense. And he said, Coach, if you don't believe me, I can send you proof. And I said, wait a minute, proof. And I kind of, was like, okay, well, go ahead. So, meanwhile, I heard Dante's Boxing Nation say it. And I said, wait a minute. He said it. Then I heard Boxing Ego say it. Then I heard Northwest Boxing 27 say it. I just started hearing these channels come out and say that these guys are stealing our stuff. So I said, okay, forget it. Let me see what this information is that Thunderdome sent. I look at the information, and, lo and behold, he did an interview, and I didn't know he did interviews. He did an interview with, he did an interview with Abel Sanchez. And, he did his interview the day before this article came out. And wouldn't you believe that, lo and behold, the article had everything he said verbatim. And so I started doing more research. I looked at a video by 78 Sports TV when he interviewed Keith Thurman. Lo and behold, one of these major boxing publications, they said everything he said verbatim. They stole his stuff. They literally point blank stole his stuff. And then, and then it came back to my memory. 78 said, you know what? No matter how small your channel is, they'll take your stuff. Now, everybody who subscribed to me, I'm a Canelo historian, okay? I'm a big-time Canelo Alvarez fan. I'm a big-time fan. And guys, I know a lot of stuff about Canelo. I could sit here for an hour and tell you about his history, his childhood, like when he fights in spurts, when he takes a break, when he begins, his tendencies, okay? I can even tell you, even the new stuff he done, that Canelo now does a pivot when he's defended. I mean, boy, I'm a Canelo fan. I'm a big-time Canelo fan, okay? And I dropped a video maybe about 5 or 6 months ago about, what I like about Canelo, and I start talking about a lot of different things about him. And, I look at an article, man, and I never forget this because, everybody knows my disdain for Dan Ambrose. Okay, I have a big disdain for him. I don't like him because he's always taking a dump on fighters. He was dumping on Floyd Mayweather. Floyd's retired. Now he chooses to dump on Canelo. So that's what it is. Okay, so there's a disdain for him. But I look at one of his articles when he was talking about Canelo, and you know what? I almost got the feeling he said something verbatim that I said about Canelo, about his childhood. And I'm like, Dan Ambrose is an idiot. I know Dan Ambrose is not a real boxing writer. We know this. We all know this in the YTBC. There is no way that this man could know some of the information. But then 78 Sports TV. I tell you guys, it kept popping back into my head. They steal videos from small channels. And I'm like, dang, maybe it's true. Or maybe it could have been a coincidence. Maybe it could have, because my channel not really big enough to warrant that kind of attention. Or is it? You see, now I don't put it past. There are four big boxing channels that say the exact same thing. Dante's Boxing Nation, he said it. Ego hinted on it. 78 Sports TV said it. And now you got Thunderdome Boxing saying the same thing. Now, can all four of these channels be wrong? I think not. I think all these guys are pretty much saying the same thing. That is the truth. Guys, we all have our differences. We all have our disagreements. But here's what I want to do with this video. Here's what I want to do. Okay? All of us, we work really hard, man, at producing these videos. Guys, we work real hard, okay? And guys, I can't even tell you that, how much pride and effort I take when I put in my videos. I take pride in it. I just don't put something up, y'all. I just don't put it up and say, hey, this is a video that I'm just going to throw out there just for the heck of it. I don't do that, okay? I actually put some thought in my videos, and when I drop the video, I make sure it's quality. Now, I don't do a lot of editing. I just go at it. When I drop a video, I just go. But before I drop it, I already think out what I want to say in the video because I want my videos to be quality, okay? And I like graphics in my video. I like for colors and graphics. I like that kind of stuff. That's just me. But, you, me, everybody, even if somebody that I'd gravely disagree with them, guys, from the worst channel to the best channel to the boring channel to the exciting channels, you all take a very, very great deal of pride in putting these videos up. If you didn't take pride in your videos, you wouldn't put them up, okay? So what I'm saying is, no matter what your position is, whether you're, anti this, anti that, I want us to kind of come together on one topic. And that's these guys at these large boxing publications stealing our stuff, okay? In the comment thread, okay? I'm going to reserve that for just comments on the solution. Okay, we're not going to go back and forth with people in the comment thread because I'm just going to take that down immediately. We're not finna call name calling. We just not finna do that, guys. What I want one or two things, okay? I want you to either make a response video to this and put the link to your response video in the comment thread, or just leave a comment in the comment thread on what do you think we need to do about these guys stealing stuff in the YTBC. What do you think we need to do? I mean, how do we address this issue? The reason why I'm asking is because I don't have all the answers, okay? I don't have all the answers. I don't know where to start. But, there's a lot of good insight in the YTBC. And so now I'm going back to the same community that I support and that I really, really deeply enjoy being a part of, okay? I enjoy it, okay? And I'm going back to the same community that I support to help support on this, to help me, okay? I don't want to be the guy coming up with all the answers, but I'll spearhead it. Okay? Make a response video. What do you think we need to do about these guys stealing our content? Because none of us are professional journalists. We don't get paid for it, but we do a hell of a lot better job than these journalists do. And that's just the way that is. Leave your comments or leave your links to your response videos in the comment thread. This is your boy, Coach Shelton Harrison. I'm done.